You clicked on this video because you are ready to turn into a walking, talking magnet with a shiny auric field. But before I tell you how to do that, I have to give you a warning about becoming magnetic because it comes with a level of power that you must be able to handle. When you commit to being magnetic, you also commit to being repellent. Like off bug spray, you will no longer bring into your reality low value men, low value situations, women with no self-worth. Your inner circle will get very small and you will no longer get surface level, shallow compliments. If you are ready to commit to no longer being a servant to those lower vibrations and needing those things as fuel, then you can keep on watching. Magnetic energy is simply input, output. What your inner world is saying is what will be transmitted into your outside world. Ask yourself this question to currently see what your inner world is saying and what you're currently experiencing in your outside world. When you walk into a room, do you think, oh my god, this is so awkward, I feel really uncomfortable because everyone's staring at me? Or are you thinking, it feels really nice to be noticed, I'm gonna lean into that? Those are two very different inputs that generate two very different outputs. So you change your energy to become magnetic by changing your input. So this input-output dance is gonna be the theme of today's video, and I'm gonna teach you exactly how to change your input so that you can start radiating this beautiful, juicy, magnetic energy. The first way to change your input is to start focusing on your Dharma, aka your purpose. You have to start becoming selfish, putting your energy inward. Literally turning your awareness inward as if you're taking off your face and it's just staring at you. Your attention needs to be just on yourself. Focusing your efforts solely and completely on you is what makes you magnetic. Hobbies that light you up, things that make you happy, passion. What do you think that your purpose here on earth is about? What is your mission? What do you feel called to do? Do you have a certain vision of that you want in life? If so, how are you gonna get there? Focusing on your Dharma is the easiest and quickest way to cultivate happiness. And happiness is the main measure of how magnetic a person is. The happiest people are the most magnetic. Why? Because their attention is inward. They are just not focused on the outside world. They're focused on what makes them happy. But to take it a step further, focusing on your overall purpose of why you are on this earth. So I urge you to start with number one. When you focus on your Dharma, you're already putting yourself in the most juiciest alignment with the universe. Now, an off-branch point that really ties into focusing on your Dharma is also snoozing the opinions of others. When you can snooze the opinions of others, put them on do not disturb, just completely ignore what they're saying and only focus on what inside is saying and what source is saying, you will be in a completely different ballgame than the average person. Your energy will get so magnetic because you are literally only listening to yourself and source. And the more you listen to source, the more you take guidance and action based on what source is telling you to do, the closer you get to revealing your purpose, revealing your mission on earth. And when you get closer to that purpose, you can start living it out daily. Number two is positivity. And you might be thinking, that's super general and vague. What the heck does that mean? And what does that have to do with magnetic energy? Think about this. The most magnetic people, the ones with the most magnetic personalities, are the ones that are the most positive. Why? Because they're just in tune with life. They're just feeling this sense of positivity, like everything's gonna be okay. I'm experiencing contrast, but it's all good. I'm gonna be okay. Most people feel resentful and negative about the things that happen in their life, and they are making a conscious effort to choose to feel worse about their life when they can easily make the conscious effort to feel better about their life. And in that, you are choosing gratitude rather than resentment. And that choice right there is going to decide whether or not you're giving out exciting energy, happy energy, positive magnetic energy, or you're giving out negative, drained, oh, this sucks, rain cloud energy. An example of bringing positivity into your life on a daily basis is this. Say you're pulling out of the driveway, you're getting ready, you gotta go to work, and then you get a flat tire. The negative person, who is extremely repellent, is going to put up a fuss. Their whole day is going to get ruined. Oh my gosh, my boss is gonna fire me, I'm gonna be late, this sucks, I'm gonna get stuck in traffic. All of these immediate negative responses are going to arise. Now, does that sound like a person that you want to be around that is magnetic? No, that person is like a rain cloud. Any little thing that happens in their day is getting them all in a tiz. That right there is what we call an amateur. Now, to be a professional is to have that same exact thing happen and turn it into positive. You're pulling out the driveway, you get a flat tire, you call CAA or a tow trucking company. You are now being told you gotta wait an hour. That person, that professional, is going to say, oh my god, I have just been blessed and been gifted with an hour of free time that I get to enjoy. What am I gonna do with this free time? Am I gonna listen to my favorite podcast and meditate in the sun because I didn't get to do that this morning? Am I gonna get a quick workout in? Am I gonna sit and plan my next day tomorrow? What am I going to do with this blessed hour that I have just been gifted by the gods? Instead of thinking that it's the worst thing that could have ever happened today, you're taking it and saying, this is a gift from the universe. I am going to accept the gift and I'm going to do what I will with this gift. And instead of catastrophizing and thinking that your boss is gonna get mad at you, or you're gonna get fired, or you're gonna hit traffic, you just accept the gift for what it is and you say, okay, great. That is having positive energy. Being around somebody that is extremely negative and just folds at the most minor of things is somebody that doesn't really attract many people, because you don't want to be around somebody like that. It's not attractive energy. The simplest way to explain magnetic energy is just energy that you want to be around. Bringing me to step number 3, and that is make people feel invincible around you. Be a mirror to what is possible for them by connecting to your truest nature and your core essence. People want to be around people that make them feel better about themselves. They feel some type of way around you. They feel like a hero. They feel like they can do anything. You want to be the person that makes people feel like the biggest, most majorest things in the world are so small. You want to decatastrophize things for people. That is the type of energy that you want to have. And you can only have that ability to make people feel invincible around you when you yourself feel invincible. If you are catastrophizing everything, if you have negative energy, if you aren't aligned in your purpose and aren't connected to your truest nature, you aren't going to be able to be a mirror for other people. You aren't going to be able to help other people get to that point in their life. I once had a good friend named Quinn. Quinn and I were like this chaotic duo, and every time we were together, we laughed a lot. But I was always the funnier one. Now, I don't say that to brag. I just say that because it's a fact. It's a objective statement. I was the funnier one. She ended up getting a job at this local bar in our hometown. She became a very different person after getting this job. Whenever she was around our core group of friends, she was very different. She became a different person. She started becoming shy, she started becoming awkward, and she started to just clam up in front of us, even when it was just her and I on our own. She would often tell me, I love hanging out with my work friends, and I realized this because she started to hang out with our close friends, like high school friends, less and more with her work friends. I then learned the reason why she loved hanging out with her work friends so much more than when she was with us is because when she was with her work friends, they made her feel so funny. She loved making people laugh. She loved being known as the jokester. But with me, it didn't happen. And with our core group of friends, it didn't happen because there were other people that were kind of outshining her. When she got with this new group of friends in her work environment, she was the funnier one. She was making people laugh, and that's what she was known for. And in that, when people complimented how funny she was and told her, oh my god, you make me laugh, like I'm peeing my pants right now, in that is when she felt invincible. She felt like her best version with her work friends, and she felt like her worst version when she was with us. So what did she do? She started to distance herself, and it all made sense. Now, if I were to go back in time to this situation, I would have given Quinn the spotlight that she obviously wanted, and I would have stopped highlighting how much funnier I was. Maybe she was more funny than her work friends, or maybe they just let her shine. Either way, she was drawn to them because of the way that they made her feel in their presence. It's important to remember that people gravitate toward people that make them feel invincible. In your presence, you have to make people feel like they can do, be, and have whatever they want. If you can master the skill of making somebody feel like their best self in your presence, therein lies the key to being magnetic. So, how do you actually do that? You give genuine compliments, you listen to people more than you talk to them, and you make space for them to shine. Number 4, learn to want the things you already have. We take everything for granted that we currently have. We take sipping water for granted. We take getting into a warm, cozy bed every single night with covers for granted. We take for granted having a full belly every single night before we go to bed. But what if we didn't have those things? I know I have been in circumstances before, whether it was playing soccer or I'm at a concert and I don't have water readily available. I am literally dying for thirst, and all I can think about is how amazing it's going to be when I can just guzzle down a water bottle. And in that moment, you have this sense of immediate gratitude for the fact that on every other day, you can just walk to your kitchen and grab a glass of water, and you just wish that you could do it in that moment. Condition yourself to want the things that you already already have. This means that daily you must pour yourself a glass of water as if it's the first sip of water that you've ever taken. Hop into bed with a sense of appreciation that one might have if they've never slept in a warm, clean bed before. When you start practicing this daily, this mindfulness, this in the present moment of, I am literally so grateful to even be in a house right now, in an apartment right now, lying in a bed right now, drinking this water, eating this meal, when you can sit there for only 2-3 minutes out of your day and think about how big of a deal that really is in the grand scheme of things, the deep sense of gratitude that will fill you will be so magnetic that you will, be a cool person and people will be drawn to you, but 2, the most unthinkable miracles will happen. Number 5, become immune to chatter. So I think I mentioned this already in the video, but snoozing the opinions of others. You have to become immune to chatter. Learn to love being observed because you are a masterpiece. When you look at yourself in that mirror, you are going to tell yourself only good things about yourself, and that is going to help you want to be observed. When I was younger, I struggled so much with social anxiety because I hated being looked at. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I saw a monster, I saw an ugly beast. When other people looked at me, I thought they were thinking that exact same thing, because if I can see that in the mirror, then obviously they can see that too. And so I hated being observed. I got really, really uncomfortable, and my nonverbal cues of being awkward, shy, and repelling came out. So when you're awkward, shy, and repelling, your nonverbal cues are gonna be like kind of tuck yourself in, you get very closed off, you recluse. When you have personal power and you truly look at yourself in the mirror and think you're the most amazing thing ever, not in a conceited way, in the most best way ever, you will open up your body language. You will want to be observed. You will walk into rooms with an open body language and you will accept that you are being observed because you looked in the mirror and you liked your outfit and you know you look good today. And so when people look at you, your automatic conditioned assumption is that they're looking at me because my outfit is really good, because you already know that your outfit's good. But you will only feel comfortable being observed when you truly feel comfortable observing yourself. When you can look in the mirror and observe yourself in a neutral way and shower yourself with positive assumptions, looking at yourself and outlining not only your outer appearance, your internal value. When you can look at yourself and not only just see your outside appearance, but you can look beyond that, you can see through and see into your spirit and your soul and know that that is bringing so much value to the world, you will be so, like, how are you not going to be magnetic? Tell me, how are you not going to be magnetic? Of course you are. So to tie this all together, the theme of the video is input versus output. Your input, what you are saying to yourself when you walk into rooms, when you get compliments, when you get stared at, what you are saying when those things happen is what is getting transmitted to the outside world, and the outside world is then picking up on that. If you like this video, subscribe down below, check out the links in my description box, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!